Have they been out this afternoon?
I've just got back from a walk.
Oh, right, okay. You taking one by yourself?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was a rather aggressive dog, but it was on its lead and it had a muzzle on.
Wow.
Coco wanted to play.
Nice.
She's not very good at
understanding, yeah.
So half dragged, half carried her up the hill.
Yeah.
There's a number of cartons of Prosecco if you want.
Yeah, no, I'll use the tins first. It's fine.
I found another roll of milk as well.
Did you? Right, okay.
Yeah. When I was hunting the covers, so it's in the drawer now. Hi Tracy.
Afternoon, folks. How are we all doing? Garam masala. Garam masala. You filming this one?
I didn't realise. I've not got a video on this.
No way.
I know.
Really?
Mhm.
Okay.
I did do a search. Now you're making me doubt myself, so I will check again. But I did a search.
Oh, I can't remember what videos we've made, but
No,
honestly, we
you
haven't
can,
made lamb keema.
You can search on the YouTube channel, can't you?
Right. Oh.
And when I search Keema, nothing comes
That
up.
means I've got to stick to the recipe.
You do.
Okay.
No?
Well, I've got to stick to the recipe. However, that's not paneer. I didn't get any paneer.
To take a drink.
Yeah, I didn't get any paneer. It's all right. You can cut this bit out. So I'm actually going to use halloumi. I'm going to fry some halloumi to go afternoon soup to go with it. And actually, that's where I'm going to start because I'm going to chop, fry, take out, and then I can use the oil for the other bits and pieces. Right, Coco? Time for you to disappear. Here's a knife. Hi, Rebecca.
I'm going to get on the other side of the table.
Oh, do you want to take the mouse as well? We can move that stuff.
There
we go. Hi, Sandra. Hi, Joe. You know what? Again, we love it. But when was the last time we had lamb keema?
I mean, all right, we had an excuse.
Well, yeah, but I don't think we've had this year.
No, because we've been making cookbooks for what seems like forever. Well, first we had the data crash, then we were making cookbooks.
Yeah, but yeah, I can't think we've made lamb keema all year. So yes, it's not strictly as per the recipe in WTF. That is WTF, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because the green's a tad different, isn't it?
It's a better green.
It's a better no. Well, yeah, it's a better green because the original prints were quite
Garish.
Coco, none of that stuff's yours. In that case, I'm going to go another boy. So, instead of paneer, I'm using halloumi. I apologise to any keema purists. It'll work just as nicely. I know that.
You just won't need to add as much salt.
And you just won't need to add as much salt, definitely. I need a spoon.
Why don't you fry it along with the shallot?
No, because there's too much water in the shallot mix. You want this to sort of go crispy. Hi, Kath.
That's what my aim was, but yeah.
Yeah, no, it just needs a little bit of time by itself. And to be fair, this dish doesn't take long. I think even when I first made it, I presumed that making a keema was going to take a long time. Yeah, it's a 20-minute dish. In fact, I'll try and prove that. So I got the minced lamb from Tesco's a couple of weeks ago. It's been in the freezer.
Sainsbury's.
Sorry, where did I say?
Tesco.
Sorry, I meant Sainsbury's. Yeah, I never get lamb from Tesco's. They often have reduced lamb over there. So it's 20% this one. Blimey. Has Louis been chewing garlic bulbs again? No. Barely get anything left.
You got a jar of lazy garlic.
Yeah, no, I know, but I was going to. There you go. We've got just about enough. So you make a little bit of a puree of the shallots and the garlic. You don't have to. If you wanted to have it as, you know, diced onions or diced shallots and sort of finely chopped ginger and garlic, then just do it manually. But actually, it makes a nice smooth sauce. This. So we've got the oil heating up. Hi, Jay. For the halloumi paneer. We'll just dub that bit on YouTube for the video.
How much garlic is?
Oh, 3 or 4. I mean, there's a couple of baby ones here, but I'm just using them because they just need using. What's a keema? Yes, it's a type of curry. So lamb keema. Well, I suppose you could. I mean, we've done this with turkey mince before, haven't we?
I think so.
It sort of suits that style of.
It's weird how
mix.
turkey can replace
Yeah.
when it's so different in terms
Yeah.
of fat content.
Yeah. All right, let me get a bowl for this lot. Okay, oil's warm enough. Be aware when you're frying, and this goes for paneer and halloumi, it will spit. It's got water in it, so it will spit. All right. Onions are going to be higher in carbs, Elizabeth. So onions, you could, I mean, yes, just be aware that onions are 9 grams of carbs per 100, whereas shallots are 3. Why the difference? I don't know. But typically, and I wouldn't normally get these onions. So I wouldn't normally get the round onion. The round shallots. Normally get the what you call banana shallots, so sort of the longer, thinner shallots. They just didn't have any. So can I sub? You could, but I wouldn't fry the feta like this. I would just add the feta in at the end. Yeah, big difference in the onions and shallots. It's why, I mean, you can use leeks. Leeks are also sort of 3 grams. It's just that the leek wouldn't do the paste. If I was going to use leeks, I would just finely chop it. I wouldn't try and make a paste as I'm doing here. Just wouldn't work as well. Yeah, same for me, Lindsay. It was. I just said to Ella, I forgot to get paneer, but we've got halloumi. Give it a go. Why not? There's no reason why not. We all like halloumi. Right. So you can hear. Well, you can probably hear it still spitting away, but it's calming down now. So, mini food chopper, not a ninja. Shock horror. Not a ninja. We're just going to throw into here the shallots, the ginger, and the garlic to make a smooth paste. Last one, then I can get that halloumi out. These are a little bit more difficult to peel than the banana ones. They're a bit more awkward. Right. That's what I want. So, some is a little more golden and then a little.
If you squint really hard, it looks golden.
If you squint really hard, these bits look beautifully golden. There you go, beautiful. Look at that. Look, see, look, all of that. Yeah. The others are slightly more on the darker side of golden.
Oh, they still taste good.
Oh, we go. That's great. You want that little crunchy, crisp edging. I always forget. I start eating and I've got a microphone literally under my chin. It can't sound great.
You know, I also need enough halloumi to make a good photo.
Yeah, right. So there you go. So halloumi is fried. It is. Just going to turn that down. Why is it not responding? Oh, stuck it on pause somehow. Yeah, it's got to pause. I don't. How can you pause heat? Does it pause it at? I don't know.
Pausing at a temperature, you just leave it alone.
Yeah, exactly. I don't understand why you would pause. I don't know. Anyway.
I don't think you've stuck around long enough in one of Michelle's classes, but I don't actually think Michelle knows that the hob has more than one setting.
Has she got the same?
She's got the same one.
Has she? Right. Okay.
But it's all. Whenever I see her cook, it's always on 9.
Right. Okay.
No matter what it is, olive oil, butter, coconut oil.
Yeah, it doesn't need to be on 9 permanently.
I just watch her and I can just imagine you. It's like when Sandy.
Yeah. Just. This is a bit. This ginger's a bit rubbish.
Got a bit of skin right in the middle.
Yeah, it's. So, don't need to worry about sort of making it too fine because we're going to pulse it. There's a little bit rubbish, this ginger. You want plenty of ginger, but that's if you enjoy ginger. If you don't enjoy ginger, then don't put plenty in. But it is part of the unique flavour. Right, that'll do. Okay, so there you go. We've got some shallots, we've got some garlic, and we've got some ginger in there. It may need a touch of water to help it make a paste, but not too much. We're not making a soup. Now, I'm not going to add any water at the minute because I think the shallots are going to have plenty in them. Okay, I'm going to add a little bit, just a little bit. It's not quite gone fine enough. It's grated rather than smooth. I added about 50 mils of water there. Which book? It's in WTF. Have you tagged it online as well? Right. It's also the recipe is on the website, so it's tagged in the post. There we go. That's better.
I know this is the reason why I'm the one that does social media, but you can't tag a link.
Well, you put the link in the description.
It's called hyperlink.
Okay, so whatever. Teenagers think they know everything. Right, so it's made into more of a puree now, more of a paste.
Smells great.
Yeah, I mean instantly you get that sort of big hit of garlic and ginger.
gingerbread cookies the other day.
Okay. Yeah.
It's almost time.
So there's a little bit of oil left in the pan, enough. Don't need to add any more. And there's going to be plenty of fat coming out of the lamb as well. So I don't need to make this greasy.
Yeah, we're using 20% instead of 10.
Yeah. Yeah. So we're just going to fry the paste. Just to sort of take out the acidity of it. And then I always do this the wrong way around, and I never look at the book properly. Yeah, take it out and put the meat in. So yeah, beautiful. So lots of steam. We're just getting rid of the moisture out of there now. You want to make sure that you're not going to sort of turn it into a, not going to turn it brown or black. Don't overcook it. You want to keep it, it's almost translucent. So just be careful of your heat with this. Don't have it on too high. I've just knocked it down to 7.
I think that halloumi is going to go really well, actually.
Me too. Me too. Right, anyway, how are you all, folks? You all right?
Yeah, good, thanks.
Yeah, I haven't seen Ella all day. We went training together this morning, and then I left literally as soon as...
I'm not feeling any soreness in my arms, which I'm taking as a bad omen. So that tomorrow it's going to hit.
Yeah, a little bit tight.
I did my equivalent of the low impact workout on the walk today.
Oh, okay.
Coco was very excited.
Actually, that low impact, I enjoyed that. That helped. Maybe that's why I'm not so sore. Yeah.
Took Louis wanted measurements done, didn't he?
Yes.
Did his height along with it.
Right.
He's 5'7.5".
Okay.
Or in his eyes, 5'8".
Right. So I know you can't see this properly here, but it's gone from a paste, a watery paste, to quite thick, almost the texture. Yes, looks like cauliflower mash. I was going to say it does look more like sort of mashed potatoes. It's sort of gone a bit firmer. It's quick question: is it in stock? Yes, the book is in stock.
Behind you.
What recipes are in them? I don't know actually, Jane. I didn't.
A variety. Actually, it's 90 plus. I think there's 93 new recipes.
I have made some of these.
Yeah, you made quite a few.
But I didn't know at the time why I was making them. So breakfast burritos, breakfast in a pan, brunch pockets, crepes. That's mine. Okay. Savory muffins, pesto eggs, 4-seed rolls, barra brith, which is really good actually. I mean, I've got to say, it's one of the best. And it's no sweetener, isn't it, that one? So yeah, no sweetener. Doner kebab, fish pie. Is that mine or is that Michelle's?
That's Michelle's.
Did I get any recipes in here?
Yeah. Look at the back of the book.
Okay. Leek cannelloni, that's mine. Ham, leek and cabbage soup.
That's also yours.
Also mine. Yeah. Actually, could we...
It's actually, I think it's the most main meal focused recipe.
Is it possible that we can actually sort of put an image of that?
Yeah, because there's a recipe list for creative bakes and catering.
Right.
So I'll make them for the other 3 as well.
Right, okay. Right, okay. So whilst I've been chatting, I've let that sort of go over a little bit. So it's dried out and it's started to turn colour, but I don't want it any more than that. Right. I've just pushed it to the side. I'm going to get the lamb in. Janine, yours has definitely gone 100%. I'm trying to work out now. Which service? Which service? It's 100% gone, Janine, because I remember packing it. I'm trying to work out whether it's on the Amazon service or a Royal Mail service. However, either way, you'll either get it tomorrow or the day after. If it's Amazon, you'll probably get it tomorrow. And if it's Royal Mail, you'll probably get it the day after. Vertically challenged except for the dogs. Well, Coco stands on tables now to make sure that she's the tallest in the family. She doesn't give.
Well, no, she's gone even further than tables now. She's gone.
Well, no, yeah, I saw the yeah. Coco's now started to stand on the back of the garden bench. Right, so you can sort of see the lamb's in, the garlic mix is sort of sitting down here out of the way for a minute. Just going to let that start to cook through. Oh, right, I need to get... So we've got the spices to go in yet.
Oh, you should get the new label. Is that turmeric?
Turmeric, yeah.
I thought it was curry blend.
No, it's turmeric. You don't use curry blend in this one. So we've got turmeric, garam masala, and if you want it spicy, then use some chili flakes or some Kashmiri chili or whatever you want to use. Absolutely, yes, use mutton instead of minced lamb, 100%. Just can't get it. Just can't get it. So just making sure all the meat starts to sort of get cooked through, turn from pink to brown. I've got lid off because I want moisture out. I don't want to make this into a liquidy sauce because we've still got tomatoes to add. We've still got Greek yogurt to add. Although the Greek yogurt could be sour cream. Got some chili flakes here as well. Okay, so again, it's quite. You can see there's quite a lot of moisture in there. Just going to let that cook out a little bit more. When we add the spices, oh yeah, I know exactly. If you've got a butcher like that near you, then why not? It might take a little bit longer to cook, but if it's minced, actually, it should be fine. Teaspoon. So adding the spices is going to actually sort of almost dry it out, thicken it up, so it will sort of create a slightly thicker sauce. Recipe calls for 1 to 2 teaspoons of garam masala. Reason being, we like it strong. Will be at least 2. Some people may want to sort of go down the lines of it just being 1 teaspoon. You'll only know when you've made it and you go, is that right for you? So 2 teaspoons for us. Teaspoon of turmeric. That really does help thicken it up as well. And I am going to add half a teaspoon of chili flakes. Right, and now I'm going to combine it all together. So that the onion mix is in the corner here. The meat's pretty much cooked. And now get it all combined. A lot of the liquid that was in there is now gone. And suddenly, you've got this beautiful colour. And you can probably hear now it's actually dried out. You can hear it's almost frying. All the liquid's gone. So, tomatoes, just half a tin. So 200 grams of it. You can use passata if you want. I actually like the idea of the chopped tomatoes. All right. So it's gone quite a thick sauce now. I'm just going to turn the heat down. And I'm just going to let that cook through for a couple of minutes.
What's the heat on now?
It's on 3 at the moment. So I don't need those. I'll taste it in a minute once it's cooked through. Now it's gone too quiet. Got it on 5 now. Just got a little bit of coriander here. It's coming to the end of its life, but I'll get enough out of it. I'll do. So, what do you want this with? I've got some white cabbage behind. Do you want me to just fry some? Do you want me to blitz some, or just sort of chop it to finely shred it?
Just chop it, yeah.
Right. Okay.
I suppose blitzing would be more traditional, wouldn't it?
Yeah, because you can get it more like rice. There it is. All right. All right, and to go with it, let's see, making my Keema. Yeah. Oh, use the pressure cooker. Do you know, I don't use a pressure cooker that often. I sometimes think there's a lot of faff with a pressure cooker. And I suppose maybe I don't know. We never really use pressure cookers in kitchens. Evening aid. It's not a piece of equipment that we would have used in a catering establishment.
You didn't finish your sentence.
What was I saying?
To go with it.
Oh, right. To go with the Keema, we're just going to have some shredded cabbage, which I'm going to fry in butter. You can fry it in ghee as well if you wanted. Oh, I'll tell you what I will do. So, we got plenty of butter.
Yeah, we need to start with
We got plenty of butter. Yeah, I've got a gammon joint in the fridge actually, Sue, which I need to get done because I didn't get any of the gammon at Kestival. Even though I cooked it, I never got to try any of it.
It's your own fault. There's plenty spare on the table.
All right.
Ooh.
So, butter, teaspoon of mustard seeds.
New. So, what's the reason for mustard seeds?
It's just going to give it a bit of colour and a little bit of authentic look to it. So made, everything just doesn't do that. Okay, get you, Sue. Actually,
It's probably the paprika that colours the red of it. Paprika?
it's not as. I've made goulash takeaway, but it's not as red as the one. Or the Kashmiri chili. I can't remember what's in it now. Right. So mustard seeds, which have been just popping away. Let's get the cabbage in. Right. Okay. So, can you use anything else other than mustard seeds? Well, any seed really. I mean, I've just used them because they're going to create a nice little colour within the cabbage. Poppy seeds. So 3 months into keto, craving some sweet treats. Okay, so it's not uncommon to be craving. You need to be careful about introducing sweet treats. If they become too regular, then they can end up causing stalls in weight loss. If you're doing this by yourself, don't make a tray bake, because you've then got a lot of cake and only you to eat it. Right, full heat, lid on, enough moisture in the cabbage. It's going to take less than 5 minutes. Make sure you're not swapping a real meal for a sweet treat. Sometimes cravings come from the fact that maybe you're not drinking enough electrolytes, maybe you're not drinking enough water. I suppose the issue with giving into cravings is that you can set yourself on a little cycle of constantly having them. So you do have to be careful. We all have cravings sometimes. Try something like Greek yogurt and raspberries or strawberries first as a sweet treat, rather than going down the lines of too much in the way of baked products with sweeteners, because they can cause a problem. It's easier to monitor and to manage a bowl of strawberries and yogurt or cream than it is to make a Bakewell tart and then try and not eat a whole Bakewell tart. If you're going to make a sweet treat out of the books or the recipe library, go for the individual items. Go for the lava cake, single dessert. What else have we got this in singles?
There's roasted mug cake, the vanilla mug cake.
Yeah. So go for the mug cakes rather than tray bakes.
That was full heat.
This is at full heat now. There's plenty of moisture in the cabbage. A little bit of butter in there. You can sort of see it's glistening. Well, I can see it's glistening with the butter. The cabbage, because it's shredded, because it's fine, it's not going to take long to cook at all. And you still want a little bit of a crunch to it. Well, certainly we do. You could cook it for a little bit longer at a lower heat and it will soften up, but then it could turn mushy. So I'm going to give that another minute. And so, okay, melon is lowish. It's not low. I mean, it's 8 to 10 grams of carbs per 100. The problem is that people tend to eat quite a lot of melon in one go. So, 50, 100 grams of strawberries is quite a lot. 100 grams of strawberries, 3 or 4 grams of carbs. Are you only going to have a small amount? And it really much depends as to whether, for you individually, whether 10, 20 grams of carbs coming from melon is too much. Right, we're nearly done. Right, so this should be crunchy. Just. It needs seasoning. It looks like I'm putting a lot of pepper in. I'm not. I'm getting like 1 peppercorn every 3 turns. We really do need a new pepper mill. You want one that sounds like that. Right, okay, so I'm going to bring the curry back to the front because the cabbage is properly done now. We'll finish off the curry. So the keema has been sitting behind me on a very low heat. You see it's quite dry. All we're going to do now is add a little bit of Greek yogurt. This is the bit I love about sort of this dish, that it just turns the colour sort of like a golden. You can add a bit more yogurt if you wanted to, but that's, for me, that's perfect. It's a nice thick sauce. Your paneer on top. There we go. So, lamb keema, topped with Greek paneer. No, Cypriot paneer, isn't it? Topped with halloumi and a little bit of coriander to garnish. And that's it. Done. Cabbage done. Curry done. Dinner time because I'm hungry. I'll say goodbye to the YouTube lot. Bye bye, YouTube. Right. See you all later. Don't forget, members. We've got activity chat. Let's have some of you in. Let's. Well, we had a few new members. Well, no, we had a few new of the members come and join that Low Impact this afternoon. Oh, nice. It was great. So thanks for the with the lava cake recipe. Yeah. Excellent. Right. Come and find us on Facebook as well if you're just watching on YouTube. Keto Fitness Club public group on Facebook. Lots of information, lots of conversation. No question will left unanswered, or will be left. Right. See you all later, folks.